I don't care what you say. I don't care what your opinions are. When a family loses a loved one in such a brutal, uncaring, heinous way, they want retribution. They need retribution. A nation without boundaries and clearly defined laws and order and then punishment when those are violated is a nation headed nowhere. Bahamian families, women, girls in this country are crying out for more to be done to protect us. Imagine the family of that 71, 72-year-old woman right now. Just think about that. Put yourself in their position. They are angry. They are grieving. They are at a place where they don't even know where to put themselves, because here's a woman who was asleep, enjoying her night's rest, asleep. Someone broke into her home, violated her in the most heinous, violent way, sexually assaulted this woman, and also ended her life. Some depraved idiot. And get this, known to the police. Do you know how many times Bahamians are sick and tired of hearing that very phrase, known to the police? That means this person has every reason to be behind bars. But what? They are on bail. They're on bail. They've been released because of our judicial system. Meanwhile, families continue to go angry, grieving, painful, loss, because their loved one have been hurt, their loved one has lost their lives, their loved one has been violated. This month of November has been wild in this Bahamas. Let's just start at the beginning. Remember when the gentleman posed as a chef in a chef's uniform, tricked the security guard into letting him on the property of Bahamar, and he stabbed his ex-girlfriend several times, stabbed her. Moving a little closer this week, 12-year-old Ariel sexually assaulted by all appearances, strangled by all appearances. That young 12-year-old girl, her life ended abruptly just like that. We don't care about all the other little things that surround that. She was violated. And then, just a few days later, this 72-year-old woman. When are we going to get serious in this nation? When are Bahamians going to begin to feel as though somehow the laws that are on the book, the laws that are there to protect and safeguard us and put those boundaries and ensure that those boundaries in place are respected and acknowledged by people who prefer not to? When are we going to feel as though when those are violated and those are intruded upon, that the crime will certainly, that the punishment will suit the crime? It is a vexing time in this nation. It is a vexing time when we continue to dance around the issue of capital punishment. These animals don't respect anything else. They don't care that you're trying to rehabilitate them and cause them to realize their wrongs and etc. That may be a part of the solution, but the solution, we know it. Capital punishment. Strict punishment must be enforced in this nation. The punishment that's on the books, we cannot become too modern. We cannot become too sort of progressive that we decide we're going to move away from those things that once had this nation as the pristine, wonderful, peaceful country that it had a wonderful reputation of being, where its citizens were safe, where its citizens were protected, and those who visited enjoyed the same pleasures as well. Women, girls, families are hurting. Women, girls, families are mourning. Women and girls are being attacked, are being violated, and unfortunately some are losing their lives. Bahamians, we have got to put a stop to this. We've got to stand and we've got to make our voices strong. Stand on this one point. This one point matters to all of us. It affects every neighborhood, every society. It's not right. We've got to put some demands on the table now. We've got to demand that the laws that govern the Bahamas, the laws that are already in place, that those laws stand for something. and that those laws are enforced. My thoughts and prayers go out to the families, to the family of the 72-year-old woman. Right now, today, it is not easy losing a loved one. Imagine in such a way. It is not easy. No words you can say. Those guys should have still been beating that man to this minute. Right now, they should have still been beating that 25-year-old. That sick, depraved animal. Let's do something, you all. Let's do something.